Navigating Tuition Sources for NP School, your ultimate guide. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nurse Career Blueprint. So you're thinking about becoming a nurse practitioner, that's awesome. It's a super rewarding career, but let's be real, NP school is a big investment. The good news is, you don't have to go broke to get that advanced degree. We're talking scholarships, grants, loans, and even ways to make money while you study. Let's break down all the options so you can make smart choices about financing your NP education. All right, let's start with the most common way to pay for grad school federal student loans. These loans are like the reliable friend who's always there for you, even when you're broke. The U.S. Department of Education offers a couple of different options, but the most popular ones for grad students are direct, unsubsidized loans and direct plus loans. Direct unsubsidized loans are cool because you don't need to prove financial need to qualify, and the interest rates are usually lower than what you'd get with private loans. The downside is that interest starts accruing while you're in school, so you'll end up paying back a bit more in the long run. Direct plus loans, on the other hand, are for those who need to borrow more than what's covered by direct unsubsidized loans. These loans do require a credit check, and the interest rates might be a tad higher. But here's the thing. Federal student loans come with some pretty sweet perks like income-driven repayment plans and potential loan forgiveness programs, which we'll talk about later. To get the ball rolling, you need to fill out the FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It's basically a giant financial aid application that determines your eligibility for federal loans, grants, and even some scholarships. So head over to the FAFSA website and get that application started. Okay, who doesn't love free money? Scholarships are like finding a $20 bill in your old jeans, pure joy. And the best part, you don't have to pay them back. There are tons of scholarships out there specifically for aspiring nurse practitioners. We're talking about organizations like the American Association of Nurse Practitioners, AANP, the National Health Service Corps, NHSC, and even individual nursing schools themselves. These scholarships are like little pots of gold waiting to be discovered, and all you have to do is find them and apply. Trust me, there are scholarships out there for everyone, no matter your GPA, background, or nursing specialty. The key is to start your search early, like way early, even before you start applying to NP schools. Once you've found some scholarships that seem like a good fit, pay close attention to the deadlines and eligibility requirements. And when you're filling out those applications, don't be afraid to toot your own horn. Highlight your passion for nursing, your commitment to serving your community, and any impressive academic achievements you've racked up. All right, let's talk about grants. Grants are like scholarships' cooler, more laid-back cousin. They're also free money that you don't have to repay, but they're usually need-based, meaning they're awarded based on your financial situation. Just like scholarships, grants come from various sources, including the federal government, state governments, and even private organizations. The most well-known federal grant for grad students is the TEACH grant, which provides up to $4,000 per year for students who commit to teaching in a high-need field after graduation. To find state-specific grants, check out your state's higher education agency website. They usually have a whole section dedicated to financial aid for college and grad school. And don't forget to poke around on those private organization websites too. You never know what hidden gems you might find. Okay, let's talk about loan repayment and forgiveness programs. These programs are like the superheroes of the student loan world, swooping in to save the day and potentially wiping out a big chunk of your debt. One of the most well-known loan repayment programs is the NHSC Loan Repayment Program, which offers up to $50,000 to primary care nurse practitioners who commit to working in underserved communities for at least 2 years. Then there's the Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF program, which forgives the remaining balance on your federal student loans after you've made 120 qualifying monthly payments while working full-time for a qualifying employer, like a nonprofit hospital or government agency. There are some eligibility requirements and stipulations you need to be aware of. For example, not all federal loan types qualify for PSLF, and you need to be enrolled in an income-driven repayment plan to be eligible. So, before you get too excited about waving goodbye to your student loans, do your research and make sure you understand the nitty-gritty details of each program. All right, let's talk about employer tuition assistance. This is where your current job can actually help you pay for your future career as an NP. Many healthcare employers, especially hospitals and large healthcare systems, offer tuition assistance or reimbursement programs as part of their employee benefits package. These programs can vary widely from employer to employer, so it's essential to talk to your HR department and get the lowdown on what's offered. Some employers might cover a certain percentage of your tuition costs up front, while others might reimburse you after you've completed a semester or even the entire program. But hey, if your employer is willing to foot some of the bill for your NP education, it's definitely worth exploring. All right, let's talk about private loans. These loans are like that friend who's always willing to lend you money, but they charge you a hefty interest rate. Private loans are offered by banks, credit unions, and other financial institutions, and they can be a good option if you've exhausted all other sources of funding and still need to cover some expenses. However, it's important to remember that private loans typically come with higher interest rates and less flexible repayment options compared to federal loans. If you do decide to go down the private loan route, be sure to shop around and compare interest rates, fees, and repayment terms from different lenders, and always read the fine print carefully before signing on the dotted line. All right, let's talk about work-study programs. These programs are like the ultimate multitasking hack for students, allowing you to earn some extra cash while gaining valuable experience in your field. Graduate work-study programs are available at many universities, and they offer part-time on-campus or off-campus jobs that are typically related to your course of study. For example, you might find a work-study position as a research assistant for a nursing professor, a teaching assistant for an undergraduate nursing course, or even a part-time nurse at the university's health center. Not only can work-study programs help you offset some of your tuition costs, but they can also provide valuable networking opportunities and enhance your resume. To find out what work-study opportunities are available at your school, check with your financial aid office or the nursing department. All right, let's talk about dipping into your savings. I know, it's not always the most exciting option, but it can be a smart move if you're trying to minimize your debt load. Saving for NP school takes discipline and planning, but the payoff is huge. Start by creating a realistic budget that tracks your income and expenses. Then, look for areas where you can cut back on spending and redirect that money towards your savings goals. Consider picking up a side hustle or freelance gig to boost your income. Every little bit helps. All right, let's talk about NP school payment plans. These plans are like the buy now, pay later option for your education, allowing you to spread out your tuition payments over several months instead of shelling out a huge lump sum at the beginning of each semester. Most NP programs offer some sort of payment plan option, but the specifics can vary widely. Some schools might have a fixed monthly payment plan, while others might offer a deferred payment plan where you don't have to start making payments until after you graduate. Be sure to check with your school's financial aid office to find out what payment plan options are available and what the terms and conditions are. Combining a payment plan with your savings strategy can be a great way to manage your cash flow and avoid taking on unnecessary debt. So, there you have it, guys. As you can see, there are tons of ways to finance your NP education. The key is to be proactive, explore all your options, and create a personalized plan that works for your unique financial situation. Remember, you don't have to choose just one funding source. In fact, most NP students cobble together a combination of scholarships, grants, loans, and maybe even some help from their employers to cover their costs. Don't be afraid to get creative and think outside the box. And most importantly, don't let the financial aspect deter you from pursuing your dream of becoming a nurse practitioner. With careful planning and a little bit of hustle, you can make it happen. Financing your NP education is a marathon, not a sprint. It requires careful planning, research, and a willingness to explore all available resources. By leveraging federal aid, scholarships, grants, loan repayment programs, employer assistance, personal savings, and work-study opportunities, you can minimize your financial burden and focus on what truly matters, becoming an exceptional nurse practitioner. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are countless resources available to guide you every step of the way. Don't hesitate to reach out to your school's financial aid office, professional organizations, and fellow nursing students for support and advice. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the Nurse Career Blueprint channel for more helpful tips and insights on navigating the exciting world of nursing. Give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, share it with your fellow future NPs, and leave a comment below with your own tips and experiences on financing NP school.